The magic of video games. In real life, I drive a Bugatti, but in video games, I can drive a Mazda. No, I got that backwards. Hang on. How much do you think the insurance on a Bugatti is? I guess that's one of those questions. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But in Need for Speed Shift, you don't have to worry about such trivial real-life things. You just drive extremely fast and run other people off the road. Actually, I really prefer the Skyline to the Bugatti in this game. It's just extremely hard to keep on the road. The Bugatti Veyron is definitely the car you want in the straightaways. You know, for a $1.5 million car, that's exactly what I expect it to do. It should also transform into a robot and shoot things. Speaking of Transformers, keep an eye out for the Transformers DVD and Blu-ray ads all over the background. I love in-game advertising. Whoever came up with that is a genius. While Need for Speed Shift does not have the sheer amount of cars that you'll find in Forza or Gran Turismo, in addition to the usual complement of Ford and Nissan, you do get some premier brands: Bugatti, Lamborghini, Pagani, Zonda. They all look nice, but basically you can blow their doors off with a well-tuned Skyline. Here's the new Lamborghini at Silverstone. There's some nice tracks in this game as well. I may have taken that curve a bit wide. While Need for Speed Shift is a departure from some of the previous Need for Speed games, you're not running from the police in this one. I find the challenges and overall gameplay to be extremely well done and addictive. You build a garage with your own cars, but you can also compete in a number of races with cars that are provided for you. The game increases in difficulty as you play through it. I play a lot of driving games. I don't find it to be so outrageously difficult that it's unplayable. You definitely need to practice and memorize the tracks. If you're used to more of a straight-up arcade-style racer, you may have a learning curve, but if you play a lot of Forza or Gran Turismo or that kind of like arcade/simulation game, you'll dive right into this one and have a good time. The cars do seem to drift quite easily, more so than in some other games. And I've heard complaints about the tire noise. I have to agree, the tire noise does seem to be a bit excessive at times, but then again, I don't usually drive around at 150 miles an hour, power sliding around corners, so I really couldn't tell you exactly how loud it is. There's a fairly elaborate tuning and upgrading system in the game, and I think that works pretty well. I noticed major differences in my lap times with upgrades and then proper tuning. While I don't care for the drifting races in the game, or the drifting competitions, there's more than enough variety in the challenges and races in the game to keep it interesting for quite some time. Combined with an online multiplayer, Need for Speed Shift does pack a nice value for a racing game. What we're watching here is a race where they provide you with a choice of two cars, an Audi or a BMW, and it's just you versus the other driver. You have to win the best 2 out of 3. There's a nice camera blurring effect when you start going extremely fast, focusing your vision right ahead of you. The game also plays extremely smooth. Here's another one of the competitions, Nissan versus the Honda S2000. I like the time trial races a great deal in this game. That's where they put you onto the track with a number of other cars. Then you drive about 3 or 4 laps and the best time wins. There's also conventional races where they start you with a pack of cars and then you just have to end up in first place after 3 or 4 laps. or more depending on what challenge it is and just what the settings are. When you look at these track racing games that have a lot of different cars and tracks, the bar for quality has been raised extremely high thanks to the Gran Turismo series and Forza and numerous other games. Need for Speed Shift faces some tough competition, but I think it fits in quite well. There are a lot of tracks to choose from, maybe not quite as many as you'll find in Gran Turismo 4. I haven't done a full count, but there's a nice variety in the game, some small, short, tight ones, and then some much longer, wide-open, high-speed tracks. In conclusion, this is a departure from some of the previous Need for Speed games. Some fans of the series may not like that. I think they're going more for that Forza Gran Turismo grid market with this title, and they do a great job. I don't know that it's a replacement for my favorite driving games, but it's certainly one that I've enjoyed spending some time with and intend on continuing to play.
Right, few seconds to start, so watch the clock. When time's up, that's your last lap. This is it. Good luck. Wait for the green.